Good morning and welcome to Morning Matters. This morning we are going to take you again on a tour. This time it's a tour like no other. We have Robert that is going to be taking us on this awesome tour. But first, before he takes us on the tour, he'll tell us what we should expect. Good morning, Robert. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Well, today we're going to what we call the Jungle Pontoon Waterfall Adventure, which is our signature tour. Today we'll be doing like a little bit of cliff jumps, jungle swings, rock climbing, tubing, fresh barbecue on board, some beers if you're into that stuff, you know. So we're going an hour drive away from here, south into what we call the heart of the Maya Mountains. And that's where we have our pontoon boats on what is now called Man-Made Lake. So the river itself, which is the Mahogany River, has been dammed. And due to the dam, there's a reservoir. So within that reservoir, we got a pontoon boats where we go cruising and we visit 3 different waterfalls where you have the optional swimming, cliff jumps, rock climbing, all what I mentioned on the boat.
Seems like it's going to be a fun day. For somebody that might be interested in joining this tour at some point in time, how can they do so?
Well, we have our website and we've got an Instagram page, Twitter, Facebook, and our website is www.junglesplashttours.com.
All right, look them up. I'll tell you, after this show and trip for us, you definitely will want to be on it. We also have Gonzo. Gonzo is a known tour guide here in San Ignacio. In my opinion, he's one of the best. Gonzo, morning, how are you?
Good morning, Rhonda. How are you doing today?
Well, Robert just told us that we're going to have a fine time. Are you going to come along to help us have a fine time?
You know, I'm really happy to know that you're going up into the neck of our woods, and you are in great hands today. So I am not really thinking so much about how your day is going to go because I know you're going to have a great time. And one of the cool things about what you're doing is that you're really exploring the Belizean countryside, the landscape. And one of the most awesome things to do is to get to know your country. And the Pontoon Waterfall Adventure is our backyard. And both of us, well, this is my nephew, first of all, sorry. We grew up in that neighborhood. We've crawled through those woods from kids to adults, and now it's our backyard, it's our playground. And we are hoping to invite the general Belizean public and whoever else is listening to us that there are some great places to explore within your boundaries in Belize, right here at home.
All right, guys, we encourage you to tag along today. We interrupt this scheduled program to bring to you some breaking news. We found a store in downtown Belize City that has ridiculously low prices on all its high-quality items. That store is Mikado. Follow me inside and see for yourself. Look! Curtains for every room in your home starting as low as $10. Area rugs for only $90 compared to $150 in other stores. Comforter sets for as little as $75. Fresh up that sofa with these lovely chair cushions as low as $15. Sheet sets, $27. Curtain rods, $18. Upholstery material starting at $5 per yard. Uniform material starting at $5.95 per yard. Sewing machine Brother brand for only $300. And if the low prices are not enough to get you, we also do layaway. Come in today and take advantage of these great deals at Mikado's. Mikado's, 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
That the best time is always around the table. And when it's great food, it's gotta come from the best. Quality poultry products. This the wheat chicken.
Jingle all the way home this Christmas with more money, honey, up to $1,500. It's the mega Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion all across the nation with more than 1,000 chances to win. Prices range from a bottle of Pepsi to a whole case and from $50 to $1,500. Just look for the marked bottles of Pepsi for your chance to win in this Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion. Collect your prizes at a grocery store near you or at any of the Pepsi warehouses. Call toll-free 0800-MY-PEPSI. But that's not all. Take a selfie with your winning Pepsi for an additional chance to win $500. Instructions for this selfie promotion, and additional information will be available on Pepsi Belize's Facebook page. Promotion ends January 5, 2018. Say it with Pepsi this Christmas.
Pepsi Cola!
Welcome back to Morning Matters right here aboard the Jungle Splash Pontoon. Is that what it's called?
That's right.
This morning we started off on Burns Avenue where Robert introduced the tour to us and gave us an idea about some of the things that we were going to be doing. A short while ago we had the opportunity to experience some of those things. The best person to explain what we just saw and did would be Robert. Tell us, what was the first thing we did since morning?
Yes, so we're on the Vaca Lake, which is part of the Macal River. Just now we came out of Rio Frio Waterfall, which is one of the tributaries that comes in from the Mountain Pine Ridge. Earlier we were on the Infinity Pool, which is another small tributary that derives from here within the Maya Mountains. And right now, as we're going downriver, we're heading towards Privacion River, which is where we're going to go visit the Twin Falls. And as we arrive there, we'll have a fresh barbecue lunch, which is on board already. And yeah.
We have definitely been enjoying this this journey since the morning start. You have two guests on board besides our crew visiting this morning. They seem to be absolutely enjoying themselves. Generally, you need to tell me what time of day this trip leaves the mainland and when it returns.
Well, basically, we leave every morning at 8 from town, Sayanasi, which is where our offices are located on Burns Avenue. And we arrive here around 9, so it's a full day tour. By the time we get back into town, it's around 4:30, 5 o'clock normally. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes later, normally later, because people have a great time out here and we rush no one at any time.
All right, this is Morning Matters reminding you that you too can join this tour, or a tour, not this tour, not today because we're already out. But you can call Robert at any time and book him. This would be an ideal way to spend your day, invite your friends out, celebrate anything, any event in your life.
Friends, family, whatever you want to bring out here is more than welcome to.
Your number?
My number is 911.
The number that people can call in the event that they are interested in booking the tour?
Personal number would be 666-0935, and our office number in town is 824-0935.
All right, well, we continue to have a great time here on this river, and we will be having a great time for the next hour or so out here with Robert and his crew. We have to jump into some morning matters. We have to ask some matters because that is what morning matters is about. Robert, when you are coming down this river, there's lots that you can see during the course of the day, things that probably you didn't plan on seeing earlier. We saw an iguana on the rock. Tell us a little bit about the flora and fauna in this area.
Well, when it comes to flora and fauna, here we're truly blessed. As I mentioned earlier, we're within the heart of the Maya Mountains. So for the most part, everything around here is in this pristine stage. When it comes to wildlife, we've got anywhere from iguanas to howler monkeys, spider monkeys. There's been times when we've been on tour that we've spotted like mountain lions swimming across the river, tapirs, wild pigs, crocodiles. About the flora, we've got a wide range here, As you know, we're in the tropics. These are our jungles of Belize. We got from the sapodilla tree to our national tree, being the mahogany tree, which there's a huge one coming up right now. Talking of the mahogany tree, in the earlier days out here we had a railroad, and this railroad used to go farther deep inland to near where now we find Caracol, and just about 3 or so miles downriver we actually had a terminal for this train station where they would bring the logs and just roll them into the river and float them into Belize City from then. So this all took place on this same one river we're floating on now, which is the Macal River. But as you could see, why the reason the water is so calm, that's due to the reason that a couple miles downriver there's a dam for hydropower. That's the main purpose of it, and it's called the Vaca Dam. Hence we call this the Vaca Lake, right? So this one was completed about 10 years back, and this is the water where we're floating on now.
That is one fun fact to know. Absolutely one fun fact. This is Morning Matters. We have to jump into a matter. So while I ask you all of those matters, Morning Matters is also a place where people ask a lot of questions. So in this phone, they have a lot of questions that they ask. There's nothing that you can't answer. I've heard you talk since morning. You know everything about everything, right? They're mostly relationship questions that people ask. So I think that you are qualified to help me with that. What do you think?
Relationship questions?
Yes, of course, of course, of course, of course. You married?
Yes.
You have children?
One son.
All right, well,
By the
congratulations.
end of this month.
Oh, well done, well done. This is a beautiful place to raise a family.
Indeed, yeah. Well, we normally come out here with the family at times, and we also have horses nearby. We go for a ride after a day on the river, you know, a sunset ride, whatever the day brings to you.
All right, if you look around, it is nothing short of beautiful. I'm going to start off my questioning today with Robert, but I'm going to definitely move into Laurie and Cameron.
Yeah.
Laurie and Cameron, they're on board as well. So they look like two experts as well. So today we're going to have a lot of people giving relationship advice and pretty much talking and showing, talking about the tour and showcasing the things that we are experiencing today. So the first question goes to you, Robert. Good morning. My husband of 7 years almost killed me for $5. I told him I didn't have any cash on me and I would go to the bank tomorrow, which was yesterday. He got angry. What am I to do?
Well, first of all, if you ask me, I think that's unacceptable to behave in such a way, especially for $5. I mean, for Christ's sake, you know, and that's like when you put money before your relationship.
I think you have more problems than this $5. I really think that your problems are much more deep than the $5. I really think that you have a lot of abuse going on in your relationship, because if my husband was to come to me and ask me for 1 penny and I said no, he can get vexed till he blue in the face, but I don't expect him to lash out at me or try to cuss me up, or he can be disappointed is really what I should say. But he has no right to put his hands on me or disrespect me or talk to me out of my name. So I would say you probably need to check your whole relationship. And don't worry about the $5. Look at the whole picture and figure out if the relationship that you are in is the kind of relationship that you want to be in. And then if it isn't, then you know what to do.
True. Well, you could do what I do. Just have the wife control all finances, and I'm the one asking, but I don't ask for $5. I ask for a couple hundred or more.
Yes, you can listen and learn from Robert. Robert said that way he don't have no problem. If he go to his wife and say, "Hon, I need $30," she just give him $30. Or if she says, "Boy, no more money there," you have to respect that too, because you don't know the accountant, right?
That's right. Then she's better at managing that.
Good morning. My lady of 5 years cheated on me early in July. We're still together, but nothing feels the same. We have a son together. She cheated on me with an older guy twice my age. I don't know how to process this relationship. You know what? This is definitely not one for Robert. This is one for Laurie. Laurie, let's switch out place with Robert. Come on.
Wait, I'm gonna put a shirt on.
Yeah. Just any shirt.
Oh God.
Wait, you know what? You may have to bombard me with that question, yeah?
It's not my fault. Yeah, wrap it up, Laurie. Where's my bear? Can I get that one, Steven?
Am I allowed to give a funny answer?
You can give any answer. No, my bear. Perfect, Laurie. You look good.
Okay. This is a tough question. I'm not cheating. Okay.
All right. Obviously, we didn't switch out. You can if you want. This is Laurie. Laurie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I am just fine. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from California. I go to school in Georgia, and my boyfriend and I are down here on a little trip right now.
All right. How did you learn about this tour?
We found it on TripAdvisor, actually, and everyone had great reviews, so we thought we would go for it, and so far it's been awesome.
All right. Would you recommend it to somebody else?
Absolutely, 100%.
What so far? Because it's early. What have you liked the most so far?
I think the best part about it is that when you're on the tour, you don't really run into other tour groups or anything. It's like you're exploring your own private areas, stuff that other people don't really get to see.
Doesn't get any better than that. Well, Lori, now I have another question for you. I was asking it to Robert, but then he got shy. Could you believe that?
I can't see him being shy, no.
Good morning. My lady of 5 years cheated on me early in July. We're still together, but nothing feels the same. We have a son together. She cheated on me with a guy twice my age. I don't know how to process this relationship.
I think that's definitely a difficult relationship because everything would change with like how much you trust the other person after cheating. I think you need to consider whether or not you can have an actual solid relationship afterwards, or if you need to discuss other options, whatever would be best for your child.
Laurie says so. Okay? I think that we can say that we forgive because I can forgive you, but forgiving you comes with a price as well. It comes with a process. I think maybe what you need is a little counseling. You might need professional help because while your heart is willing to forgive, you are unable to follow through. You don't have good follow through. And you need somebody that can hold your hand through that process to assist you in keeping your family together. You have made the first step in wanting to forgive her, but the rest is going to take hard work, and it could possibly take for the remainder of your relationship for it to get right. No, it's not going to feel the same. It could feel different in a better way if you work on it hard and long enough.
It's going to take a lot of work. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on cheating? Do you? I mean, you are obviously a young person. You're not married. You don't have any children, so you don't have any of those experiences.
Right.
But you're dating somebody.
Yeah.
Are you in an? And I have to ask this. I can't take anything for granted. Are you in an exclusive relationship?
Yes.
So, if Cameron is his name.
Yes.
If you were to hear that Cameron was cheating on you, would you leave him immediately or would you have a discussion?
I mean, I'd obviously listen to his side of the story, but it would have to be a very good story for me to not leave. I don't think cheating's okay.
What would be a good story? Because I couldn't think of one.
I can't actually, I said that, I can't really think of a reasonable excuse. I don't know. I think there would just be too much baggage, too many issues to think about after that happens to have a healthy relationship afterwards.
Next matter. You hear that, Cameron? I hope you're listening, okay? Don't make any slips because you're through the door. She will not leave you in this haven. She will take you back to where you came from so you can punish in the snow, and then she will come here and have a good time.
Exactly. I'll leave him in the snow. I'll come back to Belize.
I'm in love with my ex-brother-in-law. Do you think that is acceptable?
I mean, I think you'd have to talk to a couple of other people before pursuing that if it's an ex-brother-in-law, but I mean, if it's what would make both people happy, then everyone else is gonna have to adjust, but that's a tough situation. I don't know.
These are all tough situations, I tell you. I mean, before 7 years ago or so when I started Morning Matters, I had no gray hair. None.
Right.
Absolutely no. My hair was jet black. But now I have so much gray hair. It's because of matters like these. I think that for you to say that you're in love with him, or you're in love with, it's a him, right? Would mean that you have already started a relationship with him. You have already crossed a lot of boundaries and borders. Technically, a matter came in similar to this a few days ago or maybe a few weeks ago. Technically, there's nothing wrong with it. Morally and ethically, that is where the problem comes in, because especially if they had children together. I couldn't imagine one of my ex-boyfriends showing up at the table with my sister. I wouldn't talk to none of them. Yeah. Just because it is almost disrespectful on both of their parts to take, so much man out here. Why him?
Yeah, there's plenty of options. You don't need to stick with the same family.
I'd say leave him alone, okay? On that note, we're going to take a break and be back.
Hello and welcome to A&R.
With a wide variety of household items, party supplies, and gift ideas to choose from, A&R is definitely the shopping spot of choice for you. We have loads of kitchen appliances such as freezers, washers, refrigerators, pots, pans, and other items including stationery, school bags, swimming pools, sturdy plastic chairs, and toys for boys and girls. Check out A&R at any of our many locations in San Pedro, Orange Walk, Cayo, and Belize City. At A&R, we strive to provide all your shopping needs under one roof.
At WestTrack Belize City, we are looking to help you save both your time and money. We've also improved our stock levels to ensure we have everything you might need for your automotive or agricultural needs. Additionally, WestTrack has added heavy-duty and industrial parts to keep your trucks and equipment running. At WestTrack Belize City, we understand that your time is important, so we want to bring our services to you at your convenience. Now you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp or Facebook, and we will be right there to help with any questions you may have.
That the best time is always around the table. And when it's great food, it's gotta come from the best. Quality poultry products. That's the wheat chicken.
Seaboard Marine is the leader in ocean transportation. We now offer shipping of container loads and less than container loads, including units such as heavy machinery, trucks, tractors, buses. We also can ship your small item like barrels, televisions, refrigerators, pallets, anything your heart desire, we can ship. We not only ship from the States to Belize, but we now clear customs for you and deliver directly to your door. Imagine this, the goods of your choice from the store of your preference delivered to your door in less than 1 week. That's right. Give Seaboard a call today at 223-0043 or visit us at number 2 Norfolk Street in Belize City. Seaboard, we ship, you shop, we deliver. Seaboard is a member of the Betalco Group of Companies. We interrupt this scheduled program to bring to you some breaking news. We found a store in downtown Belize City that has ridiculously low prices on all its high quality items. That store is Mikado. Follow me inside and see for yourself. Look! Curtains for every room in your home starting as low as $10. Area rugs for only $90 compared to $150 in other stores. Comforter sets for as little as $75. Fresh up that sofa with these lovely chair cushions as low as $15. Sheet sets, $27. Curtain rods, $18. Upholstery material starting at $5 per yard. Uniform material starting at $5.95 per yard. Sewing machine Brother brand for only $300. And if the low prices are not enough to get you, we also do layaway. Come in today and take advantage of these great deals at Mikado's. Mikado's, 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
Jingle all the way home this Christmas with more money, honey, up to $1,500. It's the mega Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion all across the nation with more than 1,000 chances to win. Prices range from a bottle of Pepsi to a whole case and from $50 to $1,500. Just look for the marked bottles of Pepsi for your chance to win in this Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion. Collect your prizes at a grocery store near you or at any of the Pepsi warehouses. Call toll-free 0800-MY-PEPSI. But that's not all. Take a selfie with your winning Pepsi for an additional chance to win $500. Instructions for this selfie promotion and additional information will be available on Pepsi Belize's Facebook page. Promotion ends January 5, 2018. Say it with Pepsi this Christmas. Pepsi Cola!
2 Morning Matters, and we are out on the river, courtesy Jungle Splash Eco Tours. The number is on the bottom if you are interested in booking a tour with them. Trust me, once you come here, you're going to be like just taken away by the beauty. And besides the beauty of everything, the guides are very knowledgeable. They're kind, they're funny, they're definitely entertaining. We've now been joined by Cameron. Cameron is a professional where relationships are concerned. Earlier you heard from Laurie. Laurie says if he cheats and he can come with a good excuse, then he can stay. Cameron looked like the kind of guy that can find a good excuse, right, Cameron?
I've already started building my story.
Cameron, tell us a little bit about you.
I'm 21 years old. I'm from New Jersey. I go to school with Lori in Georgia, and I play hockey and really like watching sports.
All right. Your first time in Belize?
First time in Belize, yes.
What got you interested in coming to Belize?
I've always seen pictures of the Keys, and they look really nice, and so I wanted to come. And then once I started researching it more, I realized that going inland is cool too. So we're doing San Ignacio for a couple of days, and then we're going to Key Calker for the rest of the week.
Excellent. Sounds like you have a good time. What are you studying in school?
I'm studying finance.
So, like that text that came in earlier, you will handle the money. So you will be the one dishing out the money to Laurie.
I'll handle the money. I heard that story earlier. They got to get on Venmo. They need to get the app Venmo so they can just send each other $5, and there's no physical altercations going on.
But it's impossible to send $5 when she has none.
And she's got to get some.
Well, I don't need to tell you how this works. You know exactly how this works.
I've been listening.
Do you have any matters of your own that you care to discuss?
Not at the moment. Things are going well right now. So
how long has things been going well?
We started dating April 2015, and now it's almost been 3 years.
What's next? I mean, somebody's got to ask the question. What's next?
What's next? We see how life goes in the real world after we graduate college and take things from there.
Obviously, you have it all figured out.
I do. We don't want to be part of the 50% divorce rate in the U.S., so you got to take your time and make sure everything works out.
And that's true. How long do you think people should date before they make that commitment?
I think you should at least live with each other for 2 years after college, like when you're both working jobs, seeing how that works out. I think people rush into it too quickly. My parents dated for 7 years before they got married, and they have a very happy marriage, so I think they waited the right amount of time.
So Laurie has 7 years looking forward.
You can ask her about that.
It's not going to happen before 7 years. Well, that gives you enough time to... Oh, my goodness. Do you see that? Do you absolutely see that?
It's wonderful. I'm going to have to go climb it.
All right. Robert, come here, please. I want you to talk about that for me. This is beautiful, what we're looking at here right now. Robert, since the morning started, we've seen a lot of waterfalls, and they just get more and more beautiful. Is there anything special about this one?
Well, all of them are special, let me tell you that. Right, this one here, not to ruin the surprise, but we're looking at one of the twin falls. So this one also derives from the mountain pine ridge, and it's called the Privación River. And right now we're gonna go over there and hang out by the beach, do some cliff jumps, and show you a bit of our version of the Niagara Falls. You'll see what I mean by that later on.
Thank you very much. I tell you, you can't go wrong when you are on this tour. I say Jungle Splash Eco Tour Belize, definitely. They definitely show you a lot of the inland of this country. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You cannot beat that. In the meantime, we're going to be answering some matters right here on this pontoon. So let's see what we have here. Cameron can't wait to help me answer some of these matters. You know, we took a little break just now, and he said, you know, I can't wait to help the people with their issues, because at 21 I have no real issues. What is your biggest problem at 21?
Ooh, where I'm going to travel next.
That is such a big issue, isn't it?
It troubles me every night. I can't fall asleep.
I like this guy. So you really don't have any problems at 21?
I mean, no, I'm lucky. No real problems.
No real problem. How are you enjoying the tour so far?
Oh, it's awesome. It's been a great time. Great way to spend the day. No one else out on the water except us. It's awesome.
All right, well, let's jump into other people's matters.
Can't wait.
I am married for 15 years. I work as a BDF. When I leave for work, I leave for 2 weeks. When I come home, my wife treats me like I'm just her friend, not her husband. She's always saying that she's sick and she's tired. What am I to do?
Bring her to a doctor.
You know, before you say anything else, my co-host is Drew. He's from Indiana. He's a white guy. And those are the kind of answers he would give. Those same kind of answers there. Take her to the doctor. If she says she's sick, then take her to the doctor because you can't make her better. I, however, have a little different view. I think that if she's complaining that she's sick and tired, you have to find out why she's not excited to see you. It could be that she's just taking you for granted. It could be that she has other things that have become more important to her than you in this moment. But as opposed to accuse her of anything, you probably should just ask her, what's the deal? I'm not comfortable with the way you're treating me. This is how I want to be treated. Additional to that, maybe it's the way you come home. Maybe you come home just expecting everything to be dropped at your feet all the time. So you have to see what you are bringing to the table and then work from there.
Agreed.
So going to the doctor, yes.
I still say go to the doctor. That's still my answer.
Good morning. It's been 9 months since I have had sex with my spouse because she complains. How can I fix this?
Get yourself a new spouse. You can't go 9 months without that.
This has been an awesome day, and I couldn't find a better guy to sit in with me this morning than this guy. I think 9 months is a stretch for everybody. 9 months is a stretch for her as well as a stretch for you. If somebody's going 9 months and you're normally in an active sexual relationship and you are not at this time, then this would be one of the times to take her to the doctor. Why? Because she might be sick. Physically, mentally, emotionally. We go through things in our lives and...
Maybe counseling.
Yeah. So before you beat up on her, take her to a professional that can better assess her situation.
Maybe he can also give back.
You understand me? Warm up the place a little bit.
What's that?
No, I always say, like, warm up the place a little bit. It could be that you are so cold. It could be you. It could be her. It could be a combination of both of you. But for 9 months, she would have gotten desperate and just take something from you. If she hasn't taken anything from you in 9 months, it's because I believe that there's a bigger problem than just her not feeling well today. Maybe it's something that happened that she's held against you, or maybe she's gained a lot of weight and feeling very insecure. Because these things happen, many things could be the answer. I don't know. I'd say take her to a doctor.
I say find a new spouse.
This one says, similar situation. I live with a man for 19 years and I don't have sexual feelings for him. How can I fix this? I don't know. Why don't you have sexual feelings for him? Is it that you just take him for granted? He got fat, he got lazy.
Maybe they're bored. It's just they're used to the same thing over and over again. They need to watch good rom-com together. Watch good rom-com. See how Jennifer Aniston finds her guy, and then, the sparks will fly again.
That's not a bad idea any at all. You have to do something to bring it back. But I'll tell you, if you've been married for a long time and you're not having sex, like no sex any at all, then I think something is wrong. Why? Because as human beings, sexual beings, we would want, maybe not as often, but we would want to have sex at least once in a while. And if she's not having it with you, none at all, then she may be having it with somebody else. While there's no proof of that, and that it would not be the way that I would want to go, I would say, find out why, talk, ask. Listen to the answers that come out of her mouth, because that will be the first step in fixing it.
I think a lot of these problems are rooted in poor communication.
I think I agree with you. Or no communication. Because if they were able to communicate, then they would know how to fix it. But if they're both speaking different languages, then how can they fix it?
They can't. That's why a counselor might help too.
Sorry?
That's why a counselor might help too.
Definitely. This one says, I just found out because I have proof that my boyfriend is gay. I wasn't looking for trouble when I found it in his phone. How do I proceed?
This is a tough one, but she should probably bring it up with him and just say, I didn't mean to be snooping around your phone, but I saw it. Let's talk about it. Because if she really likes him, then they could maybe still remain friends. You know, it's not like a normal breakup where you just break up because you don't have feelings for each other anymore. If it's because of that, then she should mention it to him and hope that they can find a common ground where they break up and can remain friends, something like that.
I don't think that he's gay. He's bisexual because he was having sex with you the same time he was having sex with the other men.
That's not necessarily true.
He can't be gay. If he's gay, then he wants sex from the same sex only. Bisexual means that he would want sex from either party. Whoever show up today is who he's going to party with.
Yeah, but she also could have just been a cover, so it looked like he was straight.
But he's still doing it.
He could have been thinking of guys while he was with her.
It don't matter. He's still doing it. He's still committing the act with a girl. It doesn't matter what's going on in his head. His physical being is that he's having sex with a girl. Even if he's picturing Tom, he's not jumping Tom's bone. He's not hugging up on Tom. He's hugging up Sally. So that makes him bisexual.
I respectfully disagree. I'll say it this way. There's a chance he's bisexual. We don't know enough of the details. But there's an equal chance, in my opinion, that he could just be gay and was just trying to use her as a cover.
So the cover doesn't add anything to his sexuality?
I don't think so. If he didn't, if she brought it up to him and he said, well, I'm bisexual, so I like guys too, then that's a different story. But if he said to her, I was never sexually interested in you, I just used you, then you gotta look at it both ways. You heavily disagree with me.
Completely. But you know, that is why that's why we have you here, so that we can respectfully disagree with each other, because I believe once he's having sexual relations with a woman, regardless of the reason, and having sexual relations with a man, that makes him bisexual. So because he's eating off of both trees at will, you know, maybe
Let's get the crowd's question.
Yeah.
Who agrees with me? Anyone?
I do.
Anybody agrees with me? No. That's okay. I don't need the crowd.
I got the crowd. It's nice having the crowd.
Yeah?
Yep. Very nice.
I would not know.
No, you wouldn't.
So, Cameron, we have a little disagreement there. And everybody on this boat is, well, not everybody. Some of them just shy to agree with me, you know. But it's okay.
I would say everyone on this river agrees with me. We are also the only people on this river.
Well, I think how you deal with it is, I would definitely stop having sex with him. Why? Because there is too much risk. If you're in a what you thought was a committed relationship, then you generally would take more risk with each other because you're in a committed relationship, or so you thought. There is a violation of your trust, because if I am dating Tom Jones, I should be open enough to tell Tom Jones what I'm doing sexually, because it also impacts Tom Jones' life.
I think if you're her, you have to understand that he's probably going through a tough time, and so you go and be polite and bring it up casually.
You are so understanding, are you not?
Very understanding.
Okay. Me now, let me tell you what I would do. I would say, Cameron, what is this? And you'd say, that's me naked with another boy. And I would say, why? And then you'd say, because I like boys. And I'd say, okay, you see them things in the corner, they're yours, carry them through the door, and you and the boy go live together. Talk done. Yeah.
I am glad I don't date you.
That's fine. You wouldn't have that problem if you were only dating me. And if you were maybe dating other women, you wouldn't have those problems. But if you're dating both sides of the fence, it's a problem. Or if you're eating out of this pond, but yet fishing in another pond, everything's supposed to happen in this pond, okay?
Okay. This is a very big pond.
Yes. And it's big enough for just us. Good morning. I have an issue. I need your help. I am living with my common law for 6 years, and over time, we have allowed my ex-boyfriend to move in with us. At first, he would work and help us. Now, he just wants to stay around and do no work. He depends on us for everything. And over the time, my common law had allowed us allowed him in. Now it's becoming too much. How do we deal with this?
Again, communication. Bring it up to him. Say you're not helping. If you want to stay, then you got to help out. If you aren't going to help out, then get out.
My first thing would be, how is it that you and your guy allow the old guy to come live with you? Something is not right to start with.
Very weird situation, I agree.
Very unusual. So maybe you guys have an unusual arrangement. And normally when you have an unusual arrangement, unusual things happen. Like this. So yeah, I would give him a time that he needs to move out. I wouldn't continue to have him stay in the house because he has already violated some rules and basic courtesies.
I guess, yeah, it depends on is he splitting rent with them or are they paying his rent? It depends on things like that.
He needs to go.
He needs to go, I agree. It's very weird. They got to move on with their life. Get rid of the ex.
Almost like she have two boyfriends at the same time. On that note, we're going to take a break and be back.
Hello and welcome to A&R.
With a wide variety of household items, party supplies, and gift ideas to choose from, A&R is definitely the shopping spot of choice for you. We have loads of kitchen appliances such as freezers, washers, refrigerators, pots, pans, and other items including stationery, school bags, swimming pools, sturdy plastic chairs, and toys for boys and girls. Check out A&R at any of our many locations in San Pedro, Orange Walk, Cayo, and Belize City. At A&R, we strive to provide all your shopping needs under one roof.
At Westrack Belize City, we are looking to help you save both your time and money. We've also improved our stock levels to ensure we have everything you might need for your automotive or agricultural needs. Additionally, Westrack has added heavy-duty and industrial parts to keep your trucks and equipment running. At Westrack Belize City, we understand that your time is important, so we want to bring our services to you at your convenience. Now you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp or Facebook and we will be right there to help with any questions you may have.
knows that the best time is always around the table. And when it's great food, it's gotta come from the best. Quality poultry products. This the wheat chicken.
Seaboard Marine is the leader in ocean transportation. We now offer shipping of container loads and less than container loads, including units such as heavy machinery, trucks, tractors, buses. We also can ship your small item like barrels, televisions, refrigerators, pallets, anything your heart desire, we can ship. We not only ship from the States to Belize, but we now clear customs for you and deliver directly to your door. Imagine this. The goods of your choice from the store of your preference delivered to your door in less than 1 week. That's right. Give Seaboard a call today at 223-0043 or visit us at number 2 Northfield Street in Belize City. Seaboard. We ship, you shop, we deliver. Seaboard is a member of the Betalco Group of Companies. We interrupt this scheduled program to bring to you some breaking news. We found a store in downtown Belize City that has ridiculously low prices on all its high quality items. That store is Mikado. Follow me inside and see for yourself. Look! Curtains for every room in your home starting as low as $10. Area rugs for only $90 compared to $150 in other stores. Comforter sets for as little as $75. Fresh up that sofa with these lovely chair cushions as low as $15. Sheet sets, $27. Curtain rods, $18. Upholstery material starting at $5 per yard. Uniform material starting at $5.95 per yard. Sewing machine Brother brand for only $300. And if the low prices are not enough to get you, we also do layaway. Come in today and take advantage of these great deals at Mikado's. Mikado's, 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
Jingle all the way home this Christmas with more money, honey, up to $1,500. It's the mega Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion all across the nation with more than 1,000 chances to win. Prices range from a bottle of Pepsi to a whole case and from $50 to $1,500. Just look for the marked bottles of Pepsi for your chance to win in this Say It with Pepsi this Christmas promotion. Collect your prizes at a grocery store near you or at any of the Pepsi warehouses. Call toll-free 0800-MY-PEPSI. But that's not all. Take a selfie with your winning Pepsi for an additional chance to win $500. Instructions for this selfie promotion and additional information will be available on Pepsi Belize's Facebook page. Promotion ends January 5, 2018. Say it with Pepsi this Christmas. Pepsi Cola!
Welcome back to the third and final segment of Morning Matters right here in the company of the tour company called Jungle Splash Eco Tour. That's right. And I have this fine gentleman sitting in with me again. You put on your sunglasses. What is that about?
The sun is just glaring right down on me, so I needed to be ready.
To be ready for what?
Ooh, we'll have to wait for that. I can't tell you right now.
Cameron seemed to think that he's found himself a new career path. So all that financing stuff, yes, he will need that. That will be in the background. This is his new gig.
I have joined the cast full time, and I'll be here weekly, Mondays at 7 a.m.
Amazing. You know, I think Drew is not going to be happy with you.
Who?
Drew.
Oh, no, there's always room for more. I'm not replacing anyone, just more people.
And he goes away a lot, so that's better. So whenever he's not there...
Hopefully not 2 weeks every month.
Pretty much, yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's jump into another matter. I guess this one is a follow-up to the one before. This one says that there's no way that a man can hold out for 9 months without sex. I think it's possible. And while it's not...
No way a man can go 9 months without sex? That would be pretty tough to go that long without it if you were used to it for a while.
Yeah, I don't think that it is, like you said earlier, it's not an ideal situation, but it is possible. There are lots of times people are in long-distance relationships. They have their spouse out at war or in the military or wherever. And though there are lots of faithful husbands and wives out there that definitely do not go around having sex with other people, there are ways that you can take care of yourself that is acceptable to you and your partner.
I agree.
And the internet, I mean, the communication that you can have with your spouse from afar, there mightn't be any need for you to go out and do anything out of the way. So yes, I think people can go months at a time, maybe possibly years at a time without having sex. Because remember now, you weren't born having sex, you know, and you didn't have sex from probably about 0 to 18 on average. And you lived. So you can live for a year without it.
That's fair. If you're in an important relationship, it should be beyond just sex. So you should be able to go a year with talking to them on the internet and such.
Exactly. I'm in a relationship with a man who is legally married, but not with his soon-to-be ex-wife. Should I be concerned?
No, I wouldn't be concerned. Sometimes divorces take a while to finalize. Sometimes it's kind of because of money and such. But if he's clearly not with the person or he's separated from her, I wouldn't worry.
I, however, would worry. Why? Because you said that he's still legally married to her. Once he's still legally married to her, anything that they acquire together will be, let's say they go out and they buy a car, and he puts the car in his name.
Yeah.
the car is really for him and his wife.
Fair.
Not for her and him. And it might be both of their money that bought the car. Or if they have a business and she is now investing in the business, her time, her energy, her efforts, whatever it is, she's helping to build that business for the for the wife, because they're not divorced as yet. I always advise against getting into a relationship with a person that is still legally married. Why? Because you can't have two status. You can't be common law and married. You're either married or you are not married. And that is where your life becomes complicated, because God forbid that, I'm going to call him Tom Jones, that Tom Jones died today. Let's say you and Tom Jones living together for 5 years and you acquired certain stuff together and Tom Jones dies today, but he's still married to Mary Jane. When he's dead, she will come and claim everything. You will have nothing because all your time would have gone to the wind. Unless during that time you place the things in your name. And being with a man or woman that is legally married is just too bothersome and stressful. Divorce takes long, but it takes longer when you don't start it.
Very true.
Let's see what else we have here. I'm living with a man for 20 years. We were never married. I caught him with a younger girl. She's 22 years and they have a baby. How do I deal with this?
Well, you gotta leave. You gotta jump ship and get out of there. If you weren't married and you can't drag his assets out with you, and now he has a baby with the girl, you just gotta get out of that.
However, she has wife privilege now. After 5 years living common law with somebody, you have the same rights as if you are legally married to them on paper. So, if you decide that you are going to go, don't leave empty-handed. I'm not telling you, because 20 years is a lifetime. You're not going to get back that 20 years. You're not going to get back that investment if you just walk away and say, oh, well, whatever with him. Even if he has all the things that you have acquired in that 20 years in his name, you are still entitled to half. I would ensure that I get my half before I leave. I'm not saying that that is the route that you have to take. I am saying that that is a route that you can take. I also have to give you something to think about. Could it be that you knew that he was cheating before and you overlooked it? Could it be that your biggest issue now is that he's cheating with a girl that is young and that affects you, I don't know why, and that they have the baby?
The baby's the kicker.
Yeah, let me say this. Whenever you are in a relationship and the other person decides to cheat and you find out and you stay, you have said to them that it's okay without saying to them. You also open up yourself for them to procreate, because when people are having sex, chances are a child will come into this world if they are not careful. Additional to that, I would have to ask, if you knew, why did you stay then? And what is the difference between then and now? Nothing. If you didn't know and you just found out, and this is the first time, then you have to rethink a whole lot of things. But if you knew this all along, why all of a sudden now you're throwing fire? You should have thrown fire 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago. You can't just sit down and expect people to change ways that they enjoy, because he enjoys having another woman. He enjoys having relations with obviously this young girl to the point so that they now have a baby.
Yeah, she's got to take half his stuff and leave.
So, Drew, how are you today?
Doing very well, thank you.
This is like sitting down with Drew, I tell you. Good morning. I lived with this man for more than 5 years. When he drinks, he would become very abusive to me. And he also likes to chase younger women. He is 52 years old. What should I do? Leave him?
Dump him. No questions asked. Out of here.
Yeah, you need to go. Why is it that you think that so many people think they have such a difficult time doing the things that they know would benefit them?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that if you are putting your bare hand on open fire, you are going to get burned. Yet every day you sit down and you think, Do I want to do it? No, you don't want to do it. No, you don't want to continue to do it because it is not good for you. It's not good for your children. And it's definitely not getting you any closer to your dreams and desires.
I agree. She's got to be out of there.
Right. She's got to be out of there. Okay? He said so. No questions. Good morning. I have this girl that I've been with for a few weeks. When I am down, she's nowhere to be found. When it's payday, she's right there.
Can you repeat the question?
He's got a girl that he's dating. When he have no money, he don't see her. When he has money, she's available.
We call her a gold digger, and he should get away.
Good morning, Rhonda. I was with a younger man than me. The issue that I had with him is that he drinks, and when he drinks, he curses at my children. Now I have moved on, and he is harassing me.
Go to the police. Get him out of there.
Yes, you can go to the police, but one thing I have to say, right, is that a lot of times when we say he's harassing me is because if you text me and I don't answer you, you will go away quicker than if I give you some feedback. So I don't know how he's harassing you. If he's harassing you through texts or calls or whatever, then block him. That way you don't have to have any, then you don't have to have any contact with him, any conversation with him, nothing with him. If he's harassing you physically, then yes, you have to go to the police because that can only get progressively worse. But if it's through text, don't answer him. If you see Tom Jones calling, press N or delete or block. It's simple as that. Sometimes we want to get a little run out of them, like a little play out of them is what we would say. And then when the playing get too hard, we want to cry. Don't play at all. Quite an interesting day, right?
Very interesting day.
Did you have any idea when you woke up this morning that your day would be like this?
No, when I woke up this morning, my head hurt a lot.
Why?
Too many Belkin beers.
That will do that to you. Where did you go last night?
Oh man, we went everywhere. Well, we went to the place across from Robert's store, and we had the bucket, the Belkin bucket. Then we went to CK's Sports Bar, and then the karaoke lounge, and it was a wild night.
You went to the karaoke lounge?
Yes, yeah.
You sing?
I sang along to the songs very poorly. I tried singing in Spanish, which I do not speak, so it did not go so well.
Funny enough, I was there. I didn't see you.
I was definitely there. So was she. We had people buying us drinks.
That's because you must have sung really, really well.
I don't think it was because of that. I think they felt bad for us.
Yeah, they probably needed entertainment.
Yeah.
Cameron, Morning Matters, this segment is definitely winding down. Is there any advice that you can share with maybe a young person out there?
I think in terms of relationships, just take everything easy. Don't take it, take it seriously with them, but don't be like so concerned with it that it, takes over your whole life, all right? Let it be something that adds value to your life.
I like that. Thank you for sitting in with us this morning. It was definitely fun. Guys, until next time, we encourage you to take care of yourselves and each other. This is Rhonda along with
Cameron, signing out.